Hey guys, Jambo Comics back in the comic book room. Got some great stuff to show you today. Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, all the above. Some good Western action for you guys who love the Westerns and stuff. But just picked up a little bit of everything, and some of them were like some replacements for some rough copies in my collection. I'm trying to upgrade, get better stuff to put into the collection. This one here is an example. Now, the one I have, believe it or not, is in way worse shape than this one. This one's probably a VG plus, maybe a fine minus. The Monster Frankenstein #4, beautiful Mike Ploog cover there, a lot of action. Colors are great on that, and I love that series. And I finished it up, but I'm just trying to polish it up and make it look a little bit better. So that's the Monster Frankenstein #4. Nice book. And picked up a few of these on the cheap. This is Defenders #48, and I think I have a copy, but it is in worse shape than this one. This was only $1, so it was worth the risk to try to upgrade, and only cost me $1. Scorpio. Yeah, it's a good little series. Still love reading those. I go back and read them sometimes. And this was $1 also. Same series, same vendor, and Defenders #37. This one has a couple little bad places in it, but I think the copy I have is in worse shape than this. So yeah, a little bit of an upgrade for $1.37 of the Defenders. And here's #26. This one was pretty nice. And my other copy has, I think it's loose. It's a Staples actually, and has some creases down here. So this will be a step up for me. #26. This one's in pretty nice shape. And yeah, glad to have that one. And glad to upgrade. Here's a nice Conan #48. Same story. Gil Kane cover. Yeah, there you go, Eric Breen. I know you'll like that. Had a chip at the top right out, but has a great Red Sonja story inside of it also. And yeah, it's probably a little bit of an upgrade, but nonetheless, another copy. And this one here is definitely an upgrade. I finished up my Secret Wars a while back, but yeah, this one, #3, I think the one I had was had a bunch of creases down here, I believe, at the bottom. So this is a little bit slight better copy than the one I have, so glad to add that in. And I got it pretty cheap. I think it was like $4 or $5, I believe. So yeah, that one's kind of sought after, I think, because of the first appearance of Titania or something like that in it. Anyway, here we go. It's a nice ACG. Forbidden Worlds, I always like those. This is #124. And yeah, just a great cover. It had a little bit of a tape pull or something going on there at the price. And yeah, this is a Schaffenberger cover there, just like that, man. The tree and the diver underwater there and stuff with the Indian coming out of the tree. Very cool. These have great stuff in them. Forbidden Worlds, some sci-fi action there for you. And I got this one, you see the price on it there, for $7. And yeah, it's kind of beat up a little bit, you know, a lot of wear on it and stuff. It's been loved, but it's Strange Tales #117, and it's an early appearance of Doctor Strange. Nice Human Torch cover, fighting the eel, but just didn't have this copy right now, so thought I'd give the $7 for it, if nothing else, just to read the stories inside again. Good stuff. Some nice Silver Age Marvel action there. Strange Tales 117. Love those. Some of my favorites. And speaking of favorites, here's my favorite Marvel character, Thor. This is #156. And this was part of the Mangog series that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did. And this was the last issue I needed to finish that little storyline up, and it was a good storyline. If you haven't read it, do yourselves a favor, read that. It's a lot of fun. Some of Stan Lee's better stuff with Kirby when they were doing Thor. So very cool. the one on the big Odin sword there. So very cool stuff. Liked that. And I got that pretty cheap also. And I got a number one for you guys here. So all you specs, keep your peepers open. Here you go. This is Batlash, number one. That's right. First issue, Batlash. Some good girl action there on the cover by Nick Cardy. Batlash shooting it up, turning over the poker table, getting a big smooch from the good girl there. Just a great cover. I love that, man. It's really cool. It says, will he save the West or ruin it? I don't know. Number one, like that cover, man. Good stuff. And I got that at a good price. I think I gave like $7 for that. So happy to pick that up. Batlash, number one. Very cool. Great cover. Yeah, some nice Western action. Speaking of that, here's one from 1948. And it's number 6 of Bronco Bill. And it's a Ralph Mayo cover. Some of these have Alex Schomburg. This is not Ralph Mayo cover here. And yes, a great cover still. And believe it or not, it is an upgrade to the one I have. The one I have is missing part of the front cover. This one has some staining over here on the left side, but nonetheless, still better than the copy I had. This is Bronco Bill number 6 from 1948. And a great cowboy cover there with the good girl on the cover. And yes, 1948. And some Bobby Benson's Bee Barbie Riders. How about that? Number 8. Love these. Getting closer on this set here, this run of Bobby Benson's Bee Barbie Riders. This is number 8. And some good Western action there. Him running over the cowboys, the bad guys with the wagon there, out of control. And this is, I think, a Bob Powell cover, and had some Bob Powell art inside of it, and just very cool, man. I love those. And working on getting a few more of those to finish this whole run up. I would love to finish it up there because it has some great artists that did work on this, and it's pretty fun to read too if you haven't read them. There's Bobby Benson's Bee Barbie Riders number 5, and some helicopter bad guys, and a Lemonade Kid hanging on for dear life there. And like I said, this is another Bob Powell. You see, he signed this one here, cover, and had some Bob Powell on the inside of it also. So, Magazine Enterprises, good stuff, and Bee Barbie Riders. Yeah. Like those from 1951. There you go, all you cowpoke who enjoy westerns like me. And here's another western favorite from Magazine Enterprises, Charles Starrett, the Durango Kid. This one has a lady on the front there shooting it out with the Durango Kid, or with him, not against him. Lady packs a 6-gun. Okay. And yeah, just didn't have this one. It was cheap. Got some staining and some issues there. I'm going to try to clean it if I can, see what I can do with it. But nonetheless, even if I can't, I gave like $4 for it. So not going to be losing that much. It's number 29 of the Durango Kid. Yeah, those are great. All right. All right, last one, guys. This is also the Durango Kid. This is number 7. And just a great cover, man. Love those colors on it. A lot of action there. This guy's shooting an atomic weapon here. And kind of a early nuclear atomic weapon there in a comic. Not the first by any means, but still. In a Western, it's kind of, you know, uncommon, so thought it was pretty cool. And like I said, I love the colors in it, love the action there on it. This one had a great Frank Frazetta story, and Dan Brand and TP, I think, was the story that Frazetta did the artwork for. And it was great to see that inside. And yeah, it's just a cool book. Has some great stories, great artwork. Durango Kid, early issue number 7. So there you go. And that's the haul, guys. Glad you stopped by. Glad you gave it a look. Hit that thumbs up for me if you would. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment, guys. I like talking with you guys. Always appreciate that. And as the beautiful Sophia Loren says, subscribe. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you stopping by.